They say you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. And no, I don't wanna be.
This is CryptoTube, welcome back to the channel, and as the video title suggests, we are looking at some of the serial scammers in the Masternode space at this present time. We can look back on some of the data that we've been able to accumulate from our bad experiences, from knowing each other within this space for a while now and getting to grips with how things work. We're really becoming a bit more aware and less naive of the issues that exist within the Masternode space. And today I want to highlight some of those. This video kind of is just going to summarize some of the key points within my Discord channel over here under the Scam Alert subheading. Within here we've had some real good input from a variety of community members, each pointing out scams that have existed. People have been coming here and actually putting forward suggestions of coins saying, would you invest in this? No, we don't believe so because of X, Y, and Z. So there's been good conversation within this as well. So some people have come here, obviously quite inexperienced, and have asked questions to say, look, is this coin a dead coin? And then other people, for example, we've got some devs in here saying, yes, this is a dead coin, do not touch it. And it's helping each other out. So it's been a really good thing to have set up. I'm glad I've done it. This isn't meant to cause any further or anything like that, but there is a lot of scam Masternode projects, and they have unfortunately been headed up by teams which seem to contain the same people. So for example, this video we're mainly going to look at this guy called Perlock. That is the Discord name that he went by for quite a while now. He's probably changed and has a different Discord name, but this guy is pretty much one of the reasons why the Masternode space has taken such an absolute battering, and one of the reasons why a lot of people have lost confidence within Masternodes. So we're going to kind of look at this and do the expose on his scams today, but there's plenty of good information in here. There's also an article that's been posted based on EVOS. I think you might know of that coin, and the article is coming up now. If you want to go and check that out as well, there's some good information it's been put together by someone who was running another crypto project, and he's actually put together all the information that you need to understand why EVOS was a scam and what they were doing. For example, so it's this document here. So the guy's got screenshots, plenty of information in there if you want to read up about that. But primarily, as I say, we're going to look at the Perlock scams. So this guy was the person who set up LPC initially, Lightpay coin. He then set up LGS, Logis coin, Blazer coin, potentially Sins, Paycore potentially as well, but definitely LPC, LGS, and Blazer. And in this article that we're going to go through, the serial scammer who almost killed the Masternode market. So shout out to the crypto blog for this one. That's the dev's name, Perlock. So basically, this article summarizes the experiences of following the Masternode space over a period of about a year. So I'll read quite a bit of this out just so we can get a bit of depth and knowledge about this. So this person says they first came into contact with Perlock in June of 2018 when they first stepped into the Masternode market. After taking a beating in the crypto bear market, I wanted to set up some kind of passive income that would reward me for being a loyal holder. I researched Masternode coins and selected what I liked, Lightpay coin. At first things went great. Not only was I getting more coins through staking, but the value of the coins seemed to be going up almost every day, and it seemed to be too good to be true. Turns out it was. Followed the project updates passively on my phone when I had a few spare minutes. After a couple of months, they noticed the coin developers were talking about a new coin, a sister coin to LPC, to support its progress. Alarm bells started to ring, and watching some of the webinars, they put some of the concerns to rest, as the developers said that this would be their last coin, and they couldn't have been more wrong. Ignoring this warning signs was a costly mistake. After the release of LPC's sister coin, Logis coin, LGS, there was a devastating dump of LPC's price. It was almost as if everyone had jumped ship from LPC and got on board LGS. Eventually, things stabilized, but it seemed as though the LPC dev, who went by the username Perlock, became a very quiet on the LPC channel and focused on LGS. the price of LPC never recovered, maybe due to the bear market, but maybe not. What we know now is that this was not the case. It's nothing to do with the market cycles. They support the price of their coins. They continually promote big returns for their coin. They get the hype going. People are buying into the coin. They'll support the coin up to a point. They'll then take all their profits. And once they generate the new coin, and there's a bit of hype around that, and people are paying in, getting the pre-sale money in, they then dump the pre-mine of the older coins. So they scam you twice in a way, because they get you on the way up, and then they dump the coins as well on the way down. So they make a lot of money doing this. Oh, this was the other coin, LRM. Shouldn't have forgotten that. Liquid Regenerative Medicine. So this was the third project they came up with. The goal of the project was to match humans with 3D printed organs, and this was a really far-fetched idea. 3D printing of organs is still in its R&D phase and decades away from implementation. This greatly upset the LPC and LGS communities, not only because it was a clear breach of trust, but also because it was now clear LPC and LGS team was making promises they never intended to keep. In response, the community demanded the removal of Pirlock as the dev. At the time, we believed his real name was Vladislav Heistinger, as indicated from the LPC website, and that profile has now been deleted. The scam did not stop there. After a while, Pirlock was at it once again, founding Blazer Coin, which was a gaming-based coin. This announcement continued the theme with developments and announcements ceasing on the old channels. The price of the previous projects dumped, and the price of the new one pumping up. So they're taking the pre-mine, they're dumping them on the exchange, and then I think they're supporting the new coin with those funds that they've managed to accumulate and steal from people. So I suspect that this was due to pre-sale funds being stolen and pre-mine being dumped, as mentioned, but there was never any pre-mine wallet address shared. So this is a big thing we need to see. We want to see My Vault Watch for any new coins. We want to be sure that we know where the funds of pre-mines are, and we ensure that the developers are accountable for this. This is something to take forward. This is now February 2019. This guy, one of the mods on LPC, let's be clear, there is no more pre-mine, so confirming that was dumped. This confirmed the suspicions, at least for LPC, by judging by the pattern of dumping old projects and pumping new ones. It can be deduced that the pattern extends to pre-mine dumps as well. Long since exited LPC and largely stopped following the scam coin saga, until recently a post made by Pirlock was brought to this guy's attention. But within this, I think he's actually trolling, because he's saying, "Please be manner and don't write this nonsense. Everyone knows that I'm the dev of all PivX forked coins, Blazer," and then he mentions other coins, which I'm not going to read out because he's actually trolling. He doesn't own these coins either. So what he's saying is that he owns all these coins, but that's a lie. There's no longer any suspicion. This is a fact admitted from the scammer himself. But I don't believe that this part of the article is correct. But he is certainly the developer of LPC, LGS, LRM, and Blazer. Some of these other coins, so CTT and Mobi, both dumped hard as well. Potentially he could have been the dev of these two. Paycore, as mentioned as well, and Sins are potentially other ones that this guy is the developer of, but under a different Discord username. So it says, it appears that Pirlock is now accustomed to creating fake Discord accounts to fool investors into thinking there's a dedicated team behind the project. This is likely to change. This is a likely change he made after seeing the backlash caused when the same team tries to run 4 coins, which is fair enough. So he's smartened up to things. But the problem is with this, that obviously as he's wised up as well, he's obviously changing the usernames. We need to wise up as well, so we need to ask more questions and have more transparency for investing in any Masternode project. We need to see the actual team members. We want to see real faces. We want to ideally see interviews with them. I know that's not a foolproof method, but people do find it more difficult to lie directly to you on camera than they would do from just typing a message over Discord. So this is something I want to try and pursue, getting some people interviewed on the channel, just so we can ensure that they're genuine, because you can usually see through people and get a real judge of character when you speak to people in that first person terms. This person mentions, demand some answers, stop settling for teams that are not transparent, stop taking the bait and investing in unreasonably high ROI coins, treat PivX forked coins with an extra layer of scrutiny, conduct your due diligence and research projects thoroughly before buying. If a white paper is poorly written and lacks substance, don't trust it. If the website looks overly flashy or appears to follow a pattern with other projects, don't trust it. If the use case for a project seems far-fetched and unlikely, don't trust it. Look for coins that have been verified by services like Mistrust, who ensure that serial scammers like Perlocks are exposed and held accountable. The transparency and accountability that will save the Masternode market will only be implemented if investors demand it, and if scam projects like the ones discussed in this article are no longer supported. So this is something that I really want to drive home as well. So I want people to come and join our Discord here and come over to the scam alert page and post your experiences of scams. Point out the moderators and devs that you know have been part of scam projects, so we can double check these across new projects to make sure that they are not getting involved with new ones. And if they are, we give them a real wide berth. We're not going to touch them. The only reason that these guys continue to do these things because they're profitable. They do spend quite a lot of time making their projects seem legit now, and that obviously takes a lot of time, but we need to be smarter than them and really help each other out with this, because people are still getting involved with these scam coins. People are asking me recently, is LPC a good investment? Like, no. Do not touch these coins. So for example, let's have a look at LGS is Twitter. Apparently the owner is Damon Bryant PhD, which is absolute rubbish. This guy does live streams under the LPC YouTube channel, and he's just a paid shill. So 16th of November was the last tweet, and they got to a point where they're just continuing the lie. I'm proud to announce the team continues working hard and prepares for the LGC platform to launch. 3 days later, their last ever tweet. Absolute scam artists. We'll see the likely pattern as well. So this is the pattern of these coins. So like pay coin, we get the pump and then we get the gradual dump. We get the same with Logis coin, same pattern, and Blazer coin again, same pattern. If you look through the dates as well, they kind of line up. When one ends, the next one begins, and so on and so forth. Also now though, the LPC, LGS communities have been notified that there is a coin swap to X-Chains. So this guy, this is that Damon Bryant dude. X-Chains is now a new project where they're going to be taking the LGS, LPC coins, swapping them so you can use them for this new project. But of course, do not touch this with a 10-foot barge pole. So this is another scam coin that they're just trying to get some more life out of the old and dead coins. Lightpay coin, Coin Logic. We wouldn't trust these guys as far as we could throw them. So they're trying to be transparent, showing they've got directors and founders. These guys are just paid shills. These guys are getting paid by Protect this Peerlock dude to shill their coin, to put their faces out here. They don't really care. They're getting paid good money. These guys have no blockchain knowledge whatsoever. This guy's got some videos on the LPC YouTube channel. Check him out for yourselves. He is not the coin developer. He's actually listed under KYD as the developer of all these coins, but this isn't Peerlock. There's no way. He's just been paid by them. Anyway, long story short, I want people to come and get involved with this. Come onto the Scam Alert page. I'll leave my Discord link as the first link down below. We can all help each other out here. We can all make the Masternode space a little bit safer by doing this, and we can try and detract these scammers from abusing our space and making easy money off people like ourselves. We've been scammed previously. We don't want new people to have the same treatment that we've got, and we can hopefully together make this a bit safer. So if you've got any coins you think are dubious, come and post them in here. We'll happily take a look for you, and people will get back to you and say, look, we think this is a scam, or maybe we'll say, no, looks good, a good project. in which case we'll do some more research. That is all for today. I hope you found this interesting. Come and join the Discord server, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.